Welcome back to Keep Up News Channel. Moment violence breaks out during France's football match against Israel as fans seen brawling and others flee their seats after more than 6,000 police were deployed to high-risk game. Violent scenes have broken out in the stands during Israel's high-security match against France in Paris tonight. Mobile phone footage shows fans in the Stade de France fleeing their seats after a fight was reported to have taken place during the first half. Loud boos can be heard as people rush away from the ugly scenes, with very few security guards seen throughout the chaotic video. It is unclear how the fight started or who was involved in the melee, but one man can be seen being held back by fans, as he attempts to charge at another set of supporters. Another man, dressed in a beanie, can be seen standing on one of the seats and shouting aggressively to people nearby. A heavy security presence was put in place by French officials tonight to prevent a repeat of the violence seen last week when Israeli side Maccabi Tel Aviv played in Amsterdam. SAS-style special forces and up to 6,500 other security agents are on duty, despite organizers struggling to sell tickets for the Nations League game, with less than 13,000 seats reserved. This means there is one police officer for every 2 football fans in attendance tonight. Before the game, Paris Police Chief Laurent Nunez said security at the Paris game was accordingly of extreme concern. "There's a context, tensions that make that match a high-risk event for us," he said. Israeli security forces, including agents from the Mossad intelligence agency, are also inside the stadium tonight, the French authorities confirmed. Only French tricolors and Israeli Star of Davids were allowed, with any other flags banned from the ground. French President Emmanuel Macron and his Prime Minister, Michel Barnier, have attended the match, despite calls for it to be played in a neutral country. The Elite Raid Tactical Unit has been deployed following the violent scenes seen last week in Amsterdam. Fights connected to the ongoing conflict in Palestine and Lebanon broke out, with 52 Dutch nationals and 10 Israelis arrested for public order offenses. Local gang members targeted visiting supporters in what were described by the authorities as anti-Semitic attacks. Racist chanting was also heard from the Tel Aviv fans, including threats to kill Arabs and references to the massacre of children in Gaza. Concerns were raised about tonight's game after thousands of pro-Palestinians marched on Wednesday against a controversial pro-Israel gala in central Paris. The Israel is Forever Gala was originally set to be attended by Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, who currently lives in a settlement considered illegal under international law. Mr. Smotrich finally pulled out, following threats that an arrest warrant would be waiting for him in France. The Israel team arrived in Paris earlier this week and has been staying and training at secret locations on the outskirts of Paris. There was another pro-Palestinian demonstration outside the Front Populaire metro station in Saint-Denis, a kilometer away from the stadium, which attracted a few hundred people and went off peacefully. Ahead of tonight's game, French head coach Didier Deschamps said his players were aware of the situation, adding, "Obviously none of us within the team can be insensitive to such a heavy context. It impacts the amount of supporters present tomorrow and everything that goes with it." Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.